From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
On the tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now this time, Wentz will throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and 11.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
30, Austin Eckler.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of 20.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. This is a counter play. Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Number 19.
From 13 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Lining up for the extra point.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mostert. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Found his target, it's Anderson. The 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Robbie Anderson, 72 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
On the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Eckler. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ravens. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're the punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Rams 14, Saints 7.
Second down and 5. Here's Rodgers. It'll hit the slant path. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Rams.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing his Wentz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Wentz now on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ross. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, 37 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. A Saint touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Saints 21, Rams 14.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here. It's out. It's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down.
Brought down by
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up. They got it! Wiseman, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
31 yards.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Running on first down, Eckler. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, Eckler. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 34. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, a strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The try. And hit score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 35, Rams 14. Bradley Pinion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. To throw, it's Rodgers. On the screen, this is Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mostert. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. 12 yards there and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From the 17, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. is Rodgers. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. Oh, look at that. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Lining up for the point after.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And this carries into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position. Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well. Here is Eckler. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
4-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Once more, here's Eckler. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. On 3rd down, Rodgers. Cooper's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there. Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Pulling good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, his 2nd sack of the night. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Mostert. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at the 40.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the back.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Trying. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick six.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
There's Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
47-yard line.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's Wentz to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up on Micah Hyde. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Second down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the give, this is Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
30, Austin.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it's third.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Down by Akeem.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dropped by Casey Hayward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's out, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll eat some clock with Freeman. Stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.